Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for lending me your ears today. Let me begin by saying this: your vision, your dream, your plan, it is yours and yours alone. Nobody will ever see it as clearly as you do, and that is why you must protect it fiercely. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of silence, focus, and execution. Not everyone will understand your vision, and that's perfectly fine. The dream you hold inside you was given to you for a reason. It's yours to nurture, develop, and bring to life. Expecting others to see what you see is like asking someone to navigate a map only you can read. Your perspective, your experiences, and your desires are uniquely aligned with your purpose. When you begin to share your vision with others, you may face skepticism, doubt, or indifference. Not because people want to harm you, but because they simply cannot grasp what isn't meant for them. Sometimes the most well-meaning people can unintentionally dim your light. They may question your ideas, not out of malice, but because they're viewing them through their own limitations. Maybe they've never dreamed as big as you have, or perhaps they've been taught to play it safe. Their doubt can plant seeds in your mind, making you second-guess yourself. Suddenly, what once felt so clear and powerful becomes clouded by uncertainty. You find yourself defending your dream to people who were never meant to carry it with you. The key is to understand that your vision doesn't need validation from anyone but you. It doesn't need a committee's approval, nor does it require constant explanation. The energy you spend trying to convince others will be far better spent in quiet, focused work. When you protect your vision and keep it close, you allow it to grow undisturbed, free from external judgment and unnecessary pressure. So, trust yourself. Trust that what you see in your mind's eye is real and possible. Guard your dream fiercely and let it unfold in its own time. By the time others see what you've built, it will speak for itself, and they will finally understand what you've always known. Words without action are meaningless. Talking about what you're going to do doesn't move the needle forward. It doesn't build the foundation, and it doesn't accomplish anything tangible. Too often we get caught up in sharing our ambitions, seeking validation, or impressing others with our grand plans. But here's the truth: the more time you spend talking, the less time you spend doing. And in the end, it's not your words that will be remembered. It's what you achieve. Every time you share your plans prematurely, you're expending energy that could be channeled into execution. Think of it as giving away pieces of your momentum before you've even begun. The excitement you feel when you speak about your dream can trick you into believing you've already made progress. But nothing real has been done yet. The world doesn't reward intentions or ideas. It rewards results. People don't invest in potential, they invest in proof. What's more, talking about your plans invites unnecessary scrutiny. Everyone has an opinion, and not all of them will be helpful. Some will criticize out of envy, others out of fear, and some simply because they don't understand. Their doubts and questions can distract you, make you second-guess yourself, or even cause you to lose faith in your own abilities. That's why silence is a powerful strategy. It keeps you focused, undeterred by outside noise, and allows you to stay in alignment with your goals. When you choose action over talk, you shift the focus from what you say you're going to do to what you actually accomplish. Instead of using words to convince others, let your results speak for themselves. There's no need to announce your plans to the world. Show them what you've built when the work is done. That's when your actions will echo louder than any words ever could. Protecting your dreams from negativity is one of the most critical steps on the road to success. The truth is, not everyone is going to support you, and that's okay. Some people will project their fears onto you, telling you what can't be done simply because they couldn't do it themselves. Others might mock your ambition or try to discourage you, not because they hate you, but because your drive highlights their own lack of effort. And then there are those who will genuinely believe they're helping when they suggest you play it safe. But regardless of where the negativity comes from, you must guard your dreams as if they are priceless treasures. Negativity is infectious, and if you allow it to take root in your mind, it can grow until it strangles your confidence. Doubt, once planted, is hard to remove, and it can cause even the most determined person to falter. That's why you need to be selective about who you share your dreams with. Not everyone deserves to know your plans, and not everyone is qualified to speak into your life. Seek out people who believe in possibilities, who encourage boldness, and who will uplift you even when things get tough. The way to combat negativity is to build a mental fortress. Focus on your goals and remind yourself why you started. Every time you hear someone say you can't, let it fuel you to prove them wrong. Stay disciplined and let your actions drown out the noise. Surround yourself with positivity and inspiration. Books, music, people, whatever keeps you motivated. Your dreams are fragile in the early stages, and negativity is a storm that can easily uproot them. Shield them with everything you have, and don't let anyone's doubts become your reality. Only you know what you're capable of, and only you can bring your vision to life. Timing is everything when it comes to achieving your goals. There's a natural rhythm to success, and knowing when to act is just as important as the work you put in. Prematurely announcing your plans or making moves before you're ready can derail your progress and leave you unprepared to handle the challenges that lie ahead. Just as a seed needs the right conditions to grow, your dreams need the right moment to bloom. Rushing the process only risks jeopardizing everything you've worked so hard for. When you share your plans too early, you expose them to unnecessary scrutiny and potential sabotage. You might encounter criticism or discouragement from people who don't share your vision, and that negativity can throw you off course. Worse yet, revealing your plans before they're fully formed can create pressure to deliver on a timeline you weren't ready for, turning a passion into a source of stress. That's why silence is golden. It gives you the time and space to refine your ideas and build a solid foundation without external interference. The value of patience cannot be overstated. Waiting for the right moment doesn't mean standing still. It means preparing in the background, honing your skills, and doing the necessary work. The process is where growth happens. It's where you gain the tools, resilience, and experience needed to sustain your success when the time comes. If you move too soon, you risk undermining your efforts, but when you act at the right moment, everything aligns and progress feels almost effortless. Trust the process and understand that timing is not a delay, it's preparation. There's no need to announce every step or rush the journey. Success is sweeter when it arrives, not because you hurried, but because you were ready. Stay quiet, stay focused, and let time work in your favor. Show them the results, not the recipe. When it comes to your dreams and goals, the process is sacred. It's the behind-the-scenes grind, the long nights, the failures, and the lessons learned. But that process is yours, and not everyone needs or deserves to see how you're putting it together. Sharing too much about how you're working toward your success can invite unnecessary opinions, critiques, and distractions that ultimately pull you away from what matters most, executing your vision. The truth is, most people don't care about the struggle behind the scenes until they see the results. They don't want to hear about the sacrifices you made until those sacrifices yield something tangible. And when you share too much too early, you risk not only exposing yourself to skepticism, but also depleting your own energy and momentum. Explaining yourself or defending your process to others is a distraction. It shifts your focus from building to convincing. Your recipe for success is unique to you. It's a blend of your experiences, your mindset, and your determination. No one else can replicate it, and no one else needs to understand it. By keeping your process private, you allow yourself the freedom to experiment, adapt, and even fail without the pressure of outside judgment. You maintain control over your vision, and you preserve the element of surprise, a powerful tool when it comes to achieving greatness. So, when the time is right and your results are undeniable, that's when people will notice. They'll see the finished product and be inspired by what you've accomplished, and at that point, it won't matter how you got there. The results will speak louder than any explanation ever could. Focus on the work, trust the process, and let silence is strength. In a world where everyone feels compelled to share every thought, every plan, and every moment of progress, there is a rare and undeniable power in keeping quiet. Silence doesn't mean inactivity. It doesn't mean you're doing nothing. On the contrary, silence often signals intense focus, discipline, and determination. When you choose to remain quiet about your goals, you protect yourself from distractions and the opinions of others, allowing you to channel all your energy into achieving what truly matters. Sharing too much too soon can weaken your momentum. It opens the door to criticism, doubt, and unsolicited advice that may have nothing to do with your journey. Even well-meaning comments can create unnecessary noise that clouds your vision or distracts you from your path. When you choose silence, you safeguard your mind against these disruptions, creating space for clarity and intention. You don't owe anyone an explanation for why you're working hard, dreaming big, or aiming high. Silence also gives you the element of surprise. People can't disrupt what they don't know. They can't tear down a vision they've never seen. By moving quietly, you maintain control over your process and ensure that your progress is made on your own terms. You don't have to defend your decisions or justify your actions to anyone. Instead, you let your achievements do the talking. Strength doesn't come from broadcasting your plans to the world. It comes from putting in the work when no one's watching. It's in the resilience you build when you stay focused despite challenges and setbacks. True strength is revealed in the results you achieve, not in the promises you make. Stay silent, stay strong, and let your success be the only voice that speaks for you.